First and foremost, welcome to the experience. I'm your host, Stephen the Dream. This is This, That, and the Third interview series. Want to give a huge shout out to No Stress Sound Academy for housing the interview today. Make sure if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, you're pulling up the No Stress Sound Academy to get all of your sound recordings. Got a very special guest in the building with me today, man. Been rocking with bro probably, we on year 2 now, yeah? We on year 2, season 2. He always done had the music since I met him. I want to say it was at, what was the show he was doing?
See, that was that Out the Mud?
Out the Mud.
Yeah, it was Out the Mud.
Out the Mud. I seen him for the first time. He put me in tune with the Baltimore flavor. I said, they got something different out there. Then he hopped on tour, went crazy all through the Carolinas. And if you don't know Yae Da One right now, then you ain't really been paying attention to the platform, because bro done stepped out of the city, done came in crazy to the Carolinas. So I want to give a welcome to Yae Da One. What's up with you, my boy?
What's up, bro? It's your boy Yae Da One out here. You from youngest turn out of Baltimore, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. My boy Yae Da One out here. What brought you to the Carolinas, bro? Like, when, because like I said, I was like, who the hell is this? I think I even said something. I was like, yo, he hard. Like, I think I stopped the show. I was like, who is that? Where's he from? So what brought you out here and put you on your journey of making moves out here from coming from out there?
It was more or less of a, like, because I always wanted to get, like, a different, like, perspective from, like, outside of the city. Because, like, when your city rock with you, got certain people who rock with you from the jump. And then you got, you feel me, like, everybody else who need to see everybody else, like, latch on to you, then they start rocking with you. So right. I'm like, you feel me, when you go somewhere outside of where you from, it's like they automatically like rock with you. They don't need to know who you are, you feel me? They don't need to know no extra shit. It's just like if they like your music, they like your music. Like, they genuinely, you feel me, rock with you for real.
What was growing up in Baltimore been like?
Growing up in Baltimore, it's different. I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely different for real. It's like things that I got accustomed to, you feel me? Like, other people wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's normal for real, you feel me? It's just,
What part?
What part of Baltimore? Mm-hmm. East Baltimore, Northeast.
What's it like? Give me the real deal, because we see, excuse me, I'm getting choked up on here. We see The Wire. That's really what I see. Is it that, or is it something different?
I mean, it's that, but it's like, it all depends where you at too. But like, it's definitely that. But it's like it's almost like when you from there, you can't really see what other people see for real. You feel me? But until you start explaining like things that you did for real, and it's like, all right, dang, this is what other people be talking about. You see for real. But I feel like it's just an everyday thing for real. It's like, it's an everyday thing, just normal.
What's the biggest difference you done seen being in the Carolinas and being out there?
Like Southern hospitality for real.
Do you like it? Is it weird?
At first it was weird, because I'm like, why the fuck is this motherfucker smiling at me? Like, why is he speaking to me for no reason for real? I don't even know who he is. He's speaking to me. Like, we don't do that. we don't
too friendly like that. Too friendly.
Yeah. But like, it's none of them. I got used to it for real. It's like, yeah, I fuck with it for real.
What about the music culture?
The music culture, y'all work together, and I like that for real.
People would object to that. You believe that? That's
shit. If you see what go down in Baltimore, you'll be like, oh yeah, we work together for real. But I can see, like, cause I talk to different people for real. They be like, oh yeah, this person be dick eating this person or that. You feel me? But when I see it for real, I'm like, all right, cool. They actually working for real. They building all this up. Like, we don't have that. Like, all the different like events y'all be having, we don't have that. We don't have that.
That's surprising to hear, because a lot of people would say like, we just growing and we just getting that, but like Charlotte and the Carolinas is a growing music culture. Like, you've been able to come out here and make connections and work and do things, like you said, that ain't usual. But a lot of people sit here and they like, dang, bro, we ain't doing nothing, or we ain't as far as we want to be.
Right.
Where does your sound come from? Like, what did you grow up listening to? What was the influences? Is Go-Go, is that's
DC.
See,
That's DC for real.
I got to do a DC versus Baltimore segment to see, you know what I'm saying, where I'm mixed up at. But what was you listening to
I
coming up?
don't like that go-go shit. I ain't gonna
Yo,
lie
you
to
ain't
you.
with the, what about Mambo Sauce? That's
Oh no,
Baltimore.
no, I think
That's DC
I think
too?
that's DC too. But
See?
I ain't
See?
gonna lie, Marble sauce. I definitely fuck with the Marble sauce.
Ravens or the Commanders.
Oh, I like the Redskins. I like the Commanders.
You see, that's
I like the
what is
Commanders.
that?
But that's only
What is that?
my father for real. My father he grew up with Coach left, so he started liking the Redskins.
Okay, right,
So
right.
I
They
grew
was
up
in
the Redskins. You from me household? So
Okay.
I just always liked the Redskins, and that's just been my team ever since.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Back to my question though. What was? Is there any like heavy Baltimore musical influences, or what was you listening to growing up?
When I was growing up, I was listening to Lil Wayne.
Wheezy,
I was listening to
mixtape Wheezy,
Yeah, definitely.
Rockstar Wheezy, or mixtape Wheezy? It was
Mixtape Weezy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I was listening to Lil Wayne. I was listening to Jay-Z. Listening to It's like when you get asked questions like this, you can't really think like that until you like, oh no.
You be back home, be like, damn, I didn't say such.
Yeah, I didn't say such and such for real.
It was crazy because shout out to Crown Chaz, who was on the tour with us too. We did an interview not too long ago, and he was naming his like top 5, and he had said Trouble, and rest in peace. The next day, Trouble had passed, but he was like, damn, bro, like it was the fact that I could even think to say Trouble name in that moment, like meant a lot, but like it was just crazy. So. What's your household like then? Only child, siblings?
Oh no, I got a brother and sister, but I lived with my sister growing up. I ain't live with my brother growing up, and it was me, my sister, my mother.
Older sister, younger sister.
Older sister.
Okay, so she had you listening to some things probably too, like.
And we didn't really get along like that when we were growing
Oh,
up.
it was like that.
But as soon as we got older, we started getting along though.
It'd be like that.
It definitely be like that.
Okay, so then, what was Yae Da One gonna be if he wasn't doing the music in terms of like projecting? Like in school, we're told like we're gonna be this and that. 9 times out of 10, ain't nothing that they told us we was gonna be in school. And if you did take that path, kudos to you. But a lot of us had to take different paths, different ways. What was it gonna be for you, or was it always music, or what was it?
It was so shit. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What was it? Ye might have been a goddamn thorough physical psychiatrist, some shit. Oh no.
If Ye ain't do music, Ye would have been in the streets right now.
Okay,
you know?
okay, for
But
sure.
when growing up for real, I wanted to be a sports commentator.
Talk about it.
But the only reason why I wanted to be a sports commentator is because I told him I wanted to be a football player. I said, ask me what I want to be when I grow up. I said a football player.
You had to get the job of it.
They say they ask you, well, you gotta have a backup plan. That's the number one thing I hate about everything for real. Like people always
that?
talk about backup plans. Like I ain't got no backup plan when it comes to music.
Really?
I don't, because that's how much that I know that I'm gonna succeed in it for real. You know, I got that cockiness. You feel me? I'm arrogant when it comes to music. Like I know I'm gonna beat it. You feel me? I know I'm that nigga right now. You feel me? So I know I'm succeeding it for real. So I don't got no backup plan when it comes to that. If music fall, then I fall, and that's how I know I'm not gonna let it fall for real.
Cause that backup plan is kind of like preparing to fail.
Yeah, it's
in
like
a way.
insurance. Like, oh, if I fail for real, then I'm gonna do this. Nah, we don't talk about fail. You feel me? We don't talk about failing.
So when did you Yae Da One with us this, that, and the third interview series? When did you catch that bug then when you knew, all right, the sports comment? First of all, your Commanders fan. Do you like the new name?
Nah,
You're not
I
a
just
fan.
like the Redskin name.
But that's so you can't be a Redskin in 2022, man.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like if it was something I don't know. Nah, I don't know.
You said we don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
They done changed it now. It's over with.
Yeah, real shit.
What made you? Cause I'm big into sports too. I ain't gonna lie. That was the thing I wanted to be too. Like you asked me the same question. Like it's my Stephen Smith is my actual name. So Stephen A was somebody I always said, hey, I could do it too.
Right.
Once you left sports though, like sports is competitive. Sports is about winning and having that drive. Once you left that, was you able to bring that over into the music? Was that part of why you maybe chose even music maybe? Because it's similar. We all want to be ballers in one way or the other. So
it's almost like for real, sports. I told my people, it's like sports really prepare you for the world for real. Because it's like when you do football. Because when I was playing football for real, I was like always in the weight room, I wanted to be the best. Like I want to be anything I do, I want to be the best at it. That's that for real. Like
Right.
nothing more, nothing less for real. I want to be the best at it. So it's like, alright, I want to be the best at music. You feel me? Like I put in the work ethic to do anything. Like for me, if I'm hitting the gym again, I want to be the best in doing what I gotta do for real. But I want to be the best for myself though. You get what I'm saying? Like
It's not for
nobody else. It's not no competition for real. I'm not in competition with nobody for real.
That's a good mindset to be in and keep it real with you, because you get lost in trying to be what the next man get, not knowing what it took for the next man to get
Exactly.
where you trying to be, and y'all really on two different paths either way.
Exactly.
Yae Da One, this, that, and the third interview series. So yeah, give me that bug. When did it hit? When did you first get in the studio? Was it the first rap? Was it a freestyle? Did you have to diss a nigga? Like, what was it?
It's funny, right? Cause it's crazy because I never really wanted to do music. Like I ain't never really wanted to do music, but it was like that never was like my dream for real. It wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to be a sports commentator.
He was locked
I
in.
always did music for real. Like I always performed. Like when I was younger, I was in talent shows like since I was 4. Like when I was matter of fact, I was 4 in a choir. I had a solo part in the choir when I was
singing.
And I was singing. You feel me? Like 5, I'm doing a talent show for my elementary school. You feel me? I'm in summer camp doing talent shows, like just singing. What was I even singing?
Man, I was in the church choir singing dang hymns with the old folk. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Just always on the front. You feel me? Like always on the front end, singing. Doing
The spotlight.
Always got the spotlight. Always got the spotlight. And I just never really, really realized that I wanted to do it. Even I used to make music on SoundCloud when I was younger, for real. Like we used to rap on SoundCloud, but everybody, do that little thing for real. But like we used to rap with SoundCloud. But then me and my cousin, for real, you feel me? We had downloaded some software on the Windows, and we started rapping through the Apple, man. Don't you know you got the Apple headphones that you put on the phone? We hooked the thing up for real, went into the closet for real.
Shit got serious.
Shit got serious for real. You feel me? Then we started rapping right there, and that's when I first started. You feel me? I was like, okay, this cool, but it still wasn't a dream. It still wasn't a dream yet. But then my 12th grade year, I want to say it was my 12th grade year. It was all my homeboys. It was like, yeah, we getting in the studio. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'll go to the studio with you. I wasn't really. We get in the studio. They like, yeah, you feel me? You might as well make a song. So I'm like, I'm not making no song.
You was
I'm not
against
doing that. Yeah, we went back in there. They was like, it's only $25 an hour. I'm like, all right, cool. I just got paid. You feel me? I'm like, shit, I put up an hour for real. I go in there and make a song. The song bullshit. I'm like, all right, cool.
You know it was bullshit.
It was bullshit. Feel me? Went back in there again. I made a song. Mask Off, the Future Mask Off. It was like a remix. Man, I went in there. Everybody started laughing at me for real. I think the shit was like, sit in the back and I'm spitting the tree. Sit in the back and I'm spitting the tree. Sit in the back and I'm spitting the tree. And that shit was ass.
It wasn't it, yeah.
It wasn't it. That shit wasn't it. I'm just thinking right now.
But you had real homies to let you know at least though, right?
Man, these motherfuckers was laughing at me. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah,
niggas like,
give my 25 back, bro.
They straight hit me. They told the engineer like, pause it. They said, yo, I don't think you should do this. I said, yo, what you mean? They like, I don't think you should do this, bro. This shit ain't it. I'm like, all right, fuck it for real.
That's crazy thinking, cause I listen to your music. I know your songs. And I mean, everybody got to evolve, but like, I can't like imagine nobody laughing at your music, bro. That's kind of funny to me.
That shit was ass. I ain't
That's kind of crazy to me. So what did that do to you in that moment? Did that clearly it didn't make you quit, or did it?
No, hell no. I went in there because next time I went in there, I was determined to go back in there. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to make some shit. And niggas ready to be hard. You feel me? This shit ready to be hard. Niggas ready to be like, oh, I don't want to hear nobody mouth. That's what I told them. I said, I don't want to hear none of y'all mouth when, you feel me, I make this hard song next time for real.
Right.
And I went back in there. I made a cool song. Well, I mean, it was hard back then, but like now,
it's alright. It's alright.
It's alright.
Were you rapping? Cause I know you for being more of a melodic artist.
That's what I was doing.
You were doing that back then, so it was already what you was gonna do, and you could evolve it.
Yeah.
How'd you get the name? Was it just honest? Just your name, or you like? Were you always Yae Da One? Did you have to?
I mean, like my nickname was always Yae and shit.
Okay.
I'm the one for real. You feel me? Like It's just as
Him.
simple as that. I'm that. I'm him. Yes, I am him. I am definitely the one.
Yae Da One, this, that, and the third interview series. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, you get in the studio, you get your songs going. When does the switch hit and you take this thing really serious? Is it last year, 2 years ago when I'm seeing you pop out? Is it, a little bit before in your city and you had to kind of go through some things then and realize, like you said, the scene wasn't quite there? Like, when did you decide, like you said, ain't no plan B, but like we got to go full force? Because I haven't not seen you on the scene, and just knowing like you got to travel, bro. You ain't just popping up. Like, you
Right.
coming and doing things. Like, tell me, when did that click for you?
I want to say that happened. When was COVID? COVID happened. COVID first happened in
2019?
2019. So
Yeah.
that was the summer of 2020.
Okay.
Summer of 2020 for real. Cause that spring, I mean, not, I said that spring. That 2024, I think I did the first Out the Mud event.
Yeah. I
That
think
the
it was
first
in
one.
was that in South Carolina? No, that was in Salisbury, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the outdoor and the indoor one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in Salisbury for
Yeah,
sure.
I did that, and I think I did a South Carolina one too.
Yeah. Yep, they had the South Carolina one too. So that was like your first two like real shows?
Yeah,
Stop playing.
so serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
And
like
then the Charlotte one was probably my third show for real.
okay, so wow. So I've been that's crazy. I've been actually watching you evolve then over this
Yeah.
time. I mean, of course, like I've seen you, but like them was like your first times. How'd you learn to perform?
I
'Cause
just
you seem like you do well. You're not nervous. You can connect.
yeah. I
It's
don't
not easy. A lot of artists, that shit be
Yeah.
don't get put no show on.
I just go out there and just do me. I don't know. It's really not really no explaining when it come to it. I just go out there and just have fun. If it's couches, I jump on the couches. You know. If I
use
could
the
do a
environment.
backflip, I'd probably be out there doing backflip.
Gotta use the environment. Gotta turn up. So is that like one of your favorite parts of doing this thing? Or what?
Yeah.
Performing.
Yeah, it's performing and then actually like talking to people. Just like people saying, "Oh yeah, I like your music." And I'll be like, "I appreciate it." Lock in with me. Like that.
I've seen a lot of people come up to you and voice that. How important is that in terms of like creating a fan base, or just like, could you say it's not really about like what people think you want to be the best for you, but like what do you want in this thing ultimately? Is it the money and just to be like straight? Because like you can do this thing and be
Yeah.
straight. Like you don't have to be Hove, you don't have to be Drake, you don't have to be who we consider the best,
Right.
but you can still do this thing and make a good living. Or is Yae the one like it's that or nothing? Like if I ain't that with them, then I
I'm
ain't
be the
really.
greatest of all time for real.
Cause you the one. You said you got a lot to high standards for yourself. But is it pressure, or is it just like
I'm just do it. I'm gonna just do it. You feel me? I'm just
Sure.
doing it for real. Just like Nike. You feel me? Just doing it.
what's your favorite song you made?
Oh,
Not the one that's like the best, that's straight, like the one you got off and you like, this is my joint.
I'm about to drop a song tomorrow called Freestyle. That's my favorite song right there.
I saw the video. This the one you did the video for?
Yeah.
Why that's your favorite?
It's because I'm really like talking like what I'm really. I mean, like I always talk, but it's like when I sit. Sometimes I sit back for real and I be thinking like, damn, I'm really doing this. I'm really doing what I want to do right now. Like, and in that song, you really hear like everything that I'm doing and like that I'm doing at the moment is like, damn, I'm really doing this. Like I said, I tried to tell you once, won't tell you twice. This game we play, we live in life. I promise I ain't do it, but if you never risk, you lose your life. Hold on. Oh, I said, jumping state to state. See, I be driving. I don't do the flights. TSA won't help me bring my blick, and I don't be living right. That shit, I'm like, when I say like that's that shit right there. That's that shit. Like,
Is that what you cause like I said, you more like melodic, but that not meaning you don't really spit your shit. But now is it like you gonna get in your bag in this one? Is that what you feel like you did a lot more? Okay.
Because that one right
Okay.
there, that's just straight like shit talking for real, like just straight spitting. Like it ain't really no melody in there right there. It's just straight spitting.
Yae Da One with us, this, that, and the third interview series. Give me two features that allow you can have money in an option the relationship ain't an option, but you and that person gonna make the best song. Give me two. That or lie.
I do Jay-Z.
Hove. You and Hove. Is you gonna eat Hove though, or is you gonna like? Alright, like I want the verse, whatever the verse is. Are you gonna really go in there?
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do.
So he need to send it in, and you gonna like, alright, let me go back in, or like you coming in off gate knowing you got it.
I wanted to
got
be
the whole
one of them.
verse now.
I wanted to be one of them like 5-6 minute songs. And
Yeah.
people just sitting back listening, like, yeah, just that right there, you know. But then like they want to hear what I got to say. You feel me?
We'll have to live up to it.
Yeah.
Cause they say Drizzy ate Harlow on that joint, but they gave him the feature now. But
Right.
they said, bro, Drake came with a crazy verse. Now if Hov come with a crazy verse on your song, you the one. Yeah, what you gonna do? How you gonna feel?
I'm gonna have to do the same thing for real. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
Do the same thing.
Give me one more. Maybe one we wouldn't expect. Not even we wouldn't expect, but like who you listen to that maybe we not even on. It ain't even got to be the feature question. Hov, I get that, but like who Yae Da One putting in his car that like ain't nobody around or if somebody around, it don't matter. We listening to this. We rocking. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing.
Yeah,
Lil Baby. What is it about Lil Baby you think? It's because I know we were just in here just before, just looking at the freestyle. It was just like, dang, like yeah, like even the rawness of what was going on at that time. Like what is it about him that you like? Is it the bars? Is it the story? What is it?
he just be shit talking.
He do.
He be shit talking. He be popping this shit for real. Popping this shit.
Yae Da One, this, that, and the third interview series, man. Before we get out of here, I do want to ask you, like, first two things I want to ask you. Shout out my dog Champ. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, forget Champ.
For sure.
Because I know he got to be doing something. The fact that he ain't here right now, you know what I'm saying. And
he putting in that work right now.
For sure, exactly.
Putting in that work.
What's it like having somebody, you know what I'm saying, that seems to get it, seems to be along that same vision to you and willing to, you know what I'm saying, do his part in it too? Because I know everybody don't have that, and that's sure important to you.
That's a blessing. Cause like you said, everybody don't have that for real, and it's like Champ.
He a dog too, bro. He be on me.
That's you know.
Hey, bro, let me let you know, bro.
You know it's something when all you can do is hit the. You know what I mean? Like
for sure. Nah. Shout out to Champ though, and you know, like I say, like get somebody in your corner that understand and that's working the vision with you, cause. Whether it's, he gonna make sure if he gotta come out there and hype you up, if he gotta let the people know, like before whatever it is, and that's important. Give me what's next to come though. We looking at a project, cause we don't have a project, a full project, do we?
I'm just
singles, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What's next? I know the freestyle that you said you dropping, but like, do we got another single coming? Are we gonna get a project this year, or are you gonna just keep hitting them like you hitting them?
To be honest, I might just keep hitting them with the singles.
Sure.
Keep hitting them with the singles. I got the freestyle coming out, dropping tomorrow. I got multiple singles on the way for the summer. I got to turn the summer up.
Got to. I'm looking forward to it, man.
For sure.
That Time For Me record, like, probably I'll look at the end of the year, but I know this year, if it wasn't last year, this year, you know how Apple will give you like your replay of like the songs you listen to the most. That's on there for sure.
For real?
Yeah, like I'm rumbling. Or if it's not even in that, even I think I got it in my notes today. I don't even run it on the Apple. I think I got it in my notes, but it's one of them
on
joints.
the Apple.
I need to run it on the Apple. Need to run the numbers up for my boy. He right. I'm gonna do it the official way, but just one of them songs that I definitely enjoy. People should definitely check out from you. Tell the people where they can find you at though.
Yae Da One, Yae Da One _ Instagram, Yae Da One on Twitter. Yae Da One everywhere. That's Yae Da One. It's only Yae. There's only one Yae.
It's only one.
It's only one Yae.
So what we gonna do before we get out of here? I want you to introduce your video. I got remember me. Is that what it is? You got an official video out, don't you? You got one video out.
Understand me. Understand me.
Understand me. So what we'll do is we'll shoot to that. I'll let you introduce it for the people. Make sure y'all give us a follow at No Stress Sound Academy for all your recordings. All your sound recordings come to No Stress Sound Academy in Charlotte, North Carolina. Make sure y'all follow me at Stephen the Dream. That's STEPHEN THA Dream. I am the voice of the Carolinas. Yae Da One. I want you to introduce the video for them. Let them know what they about to see, my dog.
Understand me? Find me on Instagram, Yae Da One underscore, Twitter, Yae Da One. Just I told you, Yae Da One everywhere. Understand me? YouTube, turn me up.